Hello again! So, last time I promised you guys that this game would be going uphill from now. So, this likely happens, and we even get some variety. So we can go either to Henry's apartment, or we can go to Vera's security. And let's try going to Henry's apartment. Alright, so...
As I approached Henri's apartment, I started to doubt whether coming here so soon after his death was such a great idea.
Alright, so the game outright tells you that you shouldn't have come here. It tells you there was nothing to do here. So basically there was no point in allowing me to go here. It could just say this from the very start of the map, like, I can't go to Henri's apartment yet because I need to go to Vera's apartment first. It could just say it. There's no need to put me through this. Let's see.
Yes. Who is it?
It's me, the friendly
Excuse me,
pizza
madame.
delivery man.
This is George Stobart. Could I talk to you?
Like she's gonna know.
Bonjour. What?
George Stobart, madame. I'm from the insurance company.
For God's sake, today of all days, I don't want to buy insurance.
No,
Serious.
I'm not selling, madame. It's about the gallery theft.
Oh, I see. You people move fast, don't you?
Well, I was there.
This isn't a good time. I am so distraught.
Madame, I...
Alright, so,
Right.
and, alright,
that hadn't achieved much.
yes, that haven't. So, you would think that there is some item that we at least can pick up here, or some clue that we can find, or anything.
Parisian spring fashion. Reminds me why I love this city. I recognize the name Sasha from the charges listed in Henri's credit card letter.
Alrighty, so that's about it. And now we have to backtrack. Let's go back. So, since we have nowhere to go anymore, let's go to Vera's security.
The address led me to a dead-end alley at the end of a deadbeat mall. No wonder I'd never heard of Vera
In the deadbeat game. Alright, so 1, 2. So there's gonna be 2 items to interact with in this game. Cool. Alright, let's look at the stall.
The stall was a myriad of retro kitsch. Bottle stoppers, keychains, musical cards.
Alright, now let's talk to this guy.
Hi, I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Vera's security.
Really? It's over here.
Yes, of course. It's the shop behind you.
Thank you. The name's George, by the way.
Call me Bassam. And do please forgive me, but I'm in no mood to talk. I have a resounding headache.
So,
Bad migraine, eh?
The worst. The buzzing and flashing from the old sign is killing me.
so don't look
I thought
at
the
it.
neon sign had potential until it broke.
Is it your sign?
No, the previous owners used to be a restaurant. But this is horrible. Adversely affecting my footfall and giving me a splitting headache.
You want me to try fixing that sign for you?
Do you know what you're doing?
Nope.
I'm very good at fixing things.
Then please do. I'm no good at electricals.
Is it like...
Marketing analysis and predicting trends is more my thing.
you sure doing a pretty good job at it. So, I don't know. Is this game being racist or not? Because this guy is obviously some sort of Arabic origin, I know. His name Bassam, and you know, putting foreigners behind door stalls in deadbeat alleys, because you know, I've in Paris I've actually seen like there were a lot of foreigners like selling stuff on the street, basically like this different kinds of junk, and a lot of those were obviously cheaply hired workers that, you know, came there from some poor countries, I think. And I know this game is just stereotyping people, really, because I know, cause seriously, and this is not even the best part. So let's look at the neon sign.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover broken. No wonder it was flashing.
It is possible to rearrange the letters. To do this, interact with the letter to pick it up. You can then move the letter to a different socket. Simply move the letter to a new position, interact to drop it in that socket. Alright, so I like how they couldn't translate it to click, and this game obviously had to have a touch interface in the future, maybe it even has now, so that's why they said interact. So, but I like the word, because like, let's interact with the L. Hello, L. L. L, please move to the free spot. L. What is that? I'm interacting with it. Why not? Alright, so, what I have to do is I have to make... Actually, I don't know what I have to do. I think I have to get rid of all... Damn it. Oh no, I had to pull the wire out.
Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing.
Alright,
Now only half the sign was illuminated.
this surely fixes it. So let's brag about our awesome achievement to our new friend Bassam.
The buzzing and flashing has stopped.
And I am very grateful. But the sign still looks pretty terrible, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
When you're building a brand from the ground up, name is everything.
What
I need
brand?
a name that makes my customers long for adventure and treasures from faraway places.
How about go away? Alright,
I could take a look at your sign. Come on.
You are like a genie from a magic lamp.
yes, this is some more, racism, because obviously all... I know. Yes. I'm very surprised that this guy doesn't have a magical carpet, like somewhere on him. Alright, so, racial profile in the game. We now have to come up with a nice name for it, for
Seemed the
his
letters
brain.
could be moved around. Shame it didn't have the right letters to spell Bassam.
Yes.
I'd have to think of something else.
Alright, so when you're thinking of, like, the Arab countries, what's the most stereotypical word that immediately jumps to your mind from, like, the childhood? Like, even before you learn about, like, anything of them, and if you, like, watched any cartoons, it's Aladdin! And that's... And that's the answer to this puzzle. And when I got here and this guy said, like, come up with a nice name for my brand, I just immediately went and looked into the the walkthrough for this game. Because this was like I was thinking that he might like some random word, and I wouldn't be just sitting here guessing words. And if this game actually allowed you to type the word in, so if I got a hunch...
Hey, Bassam. How about this? I know it's not your name, but...
Aladdin. Very cool. That's a terrific name for my store. Hits every one of my USPs.
Great.
Glad you like it.
You're a genius, George. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
Yes, another achievement. So, I mean, like, if this game actually let you type the words in and it would tell you if you guessed it or not, that would be much better. But the whole rearranging thing kinda got to me after, like, third try. Because I was thinking, like, oh, I might try this word, and now I have to rearrange letters. Like, not even one by one, because I have to put a letter in a free slot, then put another letter in the slot it was before, So it takes 2 operations per letter. So a word like Aladdin, and I always thought Aladdin had 2 L's. Let me quickly check. You know? Alright, I'm just. No, Aladdin has just 1 L. So that's one of me. Alright, so for word like Aladdin, so you have basically 7 letters. So you have to do 14 operations, 28 clicks per each try that you make. So by trying 3 words, I had to make about 90 clicks on the sign puzzle. So imagine how many times you have to click it to actually get it correctly if you're not using the walkthrough. And this is
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster
What? Where?
on the floor. Get rid of it.
Oh, the cockroach.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
alrighty. So obviously she cannot stomp on it, and I like her how she got her gloves. So it surprises me that they actually remember every solution to every puzzle. So cigarette
Romanovs.
pack.
A Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty.
Russian break. And as someone who actually can speak Russian, I'm just gonna try and read whatever it says here. So it's Zhayuf, alright, and there is a bijou. Alright, there is, not to my knowledge, there is a word that has these letters in it. Actually, not just in my knowledge. This whole syllable is not just uncommon. It's, I mean, they could not bother themselves to just Google a random word, like Google cigarette. Like just go to Google Translate and get cigarette. All right, so let's take the matchbox.
As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches, but I never could resist.
Really, I'm just looking at this, and I'm thinking, like, please.
The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored, very exotic.
How is this exotic? Have you not ever seen like cigarettes with yellow butts? Is that hard to produce? They aren't even special. If those were some, if that was some nice brand, the cigarette butts would probably be better designed than this, because you can definitely see that this is just some random piece of the most default cigarette butt ever. All right. So let's not stomp on the cockroach, because this is not a violent game, obviously.
Come here, little fella.
Let's catch it.
I was never going to catch it with my bare hands.
Why? Is that...
There were crumbs on the floor. No wonder the cockroach was sticking around.
cool? So, since we can't catch him with our bare hands, and I like how this game and a lot more of adventure games, they like to make puzzles on the fly. So instead of making some sort of mini game like Cage the Cockroach, they make it a puzzle. Like it's inherently hard. Like you need special items. If I had to get special items every time I catch a fly, a random fly in my home, how many puzzles I would solve? Alrighty, let's take the matchbox, use it with the
I tipped
cockroach.
out the matches. I couldn't catch it just by swiping at it. I'd need to entice it closer.
Alright, so this was definitely the action I wanted to do. So
I couldn't catch it just by...
alright. Let's use it with the crumbs.
I set down my matchbox. Cockroaches like hiding in dark places. Not a bad idea when you think about it.
Yes, but I don't think that cockroaches like to hide in vertical places.
Cockroach wasn't going for it. I needed some bait.
I mean, like, if this cockroach has probably has this crack to crawl into, and he has a lot of stuff, why would he crawl in a vertical matchbox? And now let's get bait, because the bait is the funsiest part. Right, we obviously have to go to the only other character.
Ah, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
Can I buy a genie lamp?
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budget.
Blah blah blah.
But as a layman, perhaps
Yes.
Why is that?
the entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Oh, this is how they
don't want
justify
that.
why
You
he
need to find
shouldn't
a
stomp
container
it.
of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. Oh, what's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously Moorish.
Why are you
I'll
selling
give it a
this?
try.
Alright,
Glad to help.
there's no point. Alright, so this hysterical woman. No, actually, it's good that I have it. Alright, let's assume that I want to open this drawer. No.
There was a huge cockroach.
There was a huge, like, you cannot step over it. You would catch it,
There was a huge cockroach in the way.
really. Like, this is a problem.
There was a huge cockroach in the way.
How? I probably I should not turn in to my job tomorrow. I'm just gonna call my manager. I'm just gonna say, I wanted to go to work, but like in the middle of the street there was a huge ant in my way. There was an ant and I just couldn't go over it. I couldn't find it myself to step over it and go to work. Sorry. Alrighty. So there is the huge cockroach, and the obvious puzzle is to put the biscuit in the matchbox.
I added some bait. to the
Now you would think that the cockroach will
I
come
always find it
over
hard to resist that
near
temptation.
the bait and just eat it. But look what the cockroach is gonna do, because this is going to be totally illogical. Alright, so the cockroach is coming. It's cockroaching. And then instead of eating stuff, it just crawls up. And I assume he's standing there on his two legs.
Gotcha.
You hero.
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Why do you
Always
still
ready to
have
help a
gloves
man in
on?
distress.
I bet you are. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's anyone in the office I can talk business with?
Yes, me, chérie. I'm Annette, the manager.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean the gloves. I just thought...
Ah, easy mistake to make. If you haven't been reconstructed, that is.
Oh, but I have been reconstructed. A number of times. From the ground up.
I have no idea what kind of joke was that. Alright, so this woman is listening to the radio. So if I try to turn it
Do you
off,
mind? I'm listening to the race.
oh yeah,
Annette was watching me like a hawk.
she's not. She's staring at the wall. Alright, let's
The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared.
Alright, let's talk to her. She's not grossed out by this rat, by the way. There is a rat over here. Alright, so as with all other characters in the game, we don't actually need to talk to her, because all the items. Let's talk about the safety measures.
I've got some matches.
Yes, I saw you pick them up. Keep them. I can't afford to smoke anymore.
Let's ask her about the Vera security completion note.
It says here that Vera was hired to do the
Vera.
security at the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery. There's been a theft at Le Lézard Bleu. A painting's been stolen.
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a front, and the only person there wasn't helping. Maybe the office itself could give me more information.
Stop
Are you
giving me
done?
hints,
Oh, no,
game.
I want to listen to this next race.
Alright. Let's ask.
No thanks.
I don't know, maybe she'd like a cookie. Would you like
I've
a
got a
cookie?
cookie.
Those dry things are disgusting.
Why would you record this? I mean, this is definitely, some pointless dialogue, and they could just have this blanked out, and no one would have complained. Like, would you complain that you can't talk to her about the matches?
Thanks.
Really? Wouldn't they obviously put like more, like some better dialogue options, like actual story related? So, apparently, what you have to do here is something that's super obvious. You have to call her. Then you have to turn the radio off,
We make you secure.
and then you get her. Who's she's talking with?
Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
Cool. Now I can get the
I
Nat's
wanted to
black
see
book.
what secrets the book might contain. There was a photo. Of course, I grabbed it.
Cool, because you're a thief. Now let's confront her.
What can I do for you?
You can tell me about this photo.
Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
Yeah.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So, what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my Hector. That's what he is. My little Hector.
At this point, I thought she
Yeah,
was his
I
mother.
thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who was the manager before you?
I don't know. She just one day didn't come in for work. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Who hired you?
The boss told me to keep my mouth shut.
Who hired you?
The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I mean, I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it. Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
Doesn't
The
matter.
gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
How do you say this? How do you tell people, yeah, he's
This is
pretty
a
dead,
murder
yeah, doesn't matter.
investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He. Who is he?
I've never seen him, never met him.
How? Why would you work for this?
Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Who pays your bills? I mean,
was
who
pretty
gives
sure
you
Annette
money?
told me all she was going to.
Why?
She sounded scared. Time to put the thumb screws on the thing, and I knew just how.
You did? Because I don't. Can I take the rat? Seriously? You put a comedy relief that you call a stretch goal because it's supposed to be fun, and you don't put a funny line in it? Alright, bye bye, Bassam. I don't think we're gonna
Time
see.
to confront Lane.
The whole point of helping you was to get a cookie that they could buy in the shop. Because this is another problem with the adventure games, that you have to do some ridiculous quest to get some mundane item. This is Paris. I could have walked like, I don't know, like 500 meters like in any direction and find some kind of a shop where I could buy some poison. I don't know, some maybe not poison for the cockroach, but I think I could buy a net. So I actually had to help a guy with his neon sign and risk getting electrically shocked just to get a cookie. Alright, so I can go to the gallery, because obviously Andre's apartment is not gonna unlock yet. And it even won't let me click.
The gallery was sealed off. The place looked empty. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around.
So let's go interact with the only thing that we can interact. The Napoleon. Hello, Napoleon.
Monsieur?
I like his voice though. His attitude towards the game is just like mine.
I'm looking for Mr. Lane. Has he been here?
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow. I hope she's out.
Alright, so this was the only thing that we needed to get out of him. So bye. And now we can finally go to Henri's apartment. So the only purpose of
So Lane was consoling the widow.
the only
What a
reason
big heart that guy had.
for having this kinda
Did he have a grand scheme or just
map?
loose morals?
was just to have a map. Cause I was just going to, cause I'm going linear fashion. There was no point of having the map at all.
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
I'm sorry, this is a very inconvenient time. Come back later.
I know that's you, Mr. Lane. I need to talk to you.
Madame Dubois. Let's try.
I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Alright, Madame Dubois is that girl.
Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
All right then. Come up, but make it brief.
And this is, I actually would at this point just tell the police, because this guy is not playing alone nicely, and I'm not sure that he has.
Dear Lord, George, you have a worse timing.
Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you want?
I've just come from Vera's security.
So?
Tell me about Annette.
Who?
From Vera Security.
I don't know any Annette.
Alright, let me show you the fort.
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
I'm actually more interested in the music
Alright.
playing in the
I had a
background.
fling with her, okay? Now keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal. Just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you leave them.
Seriously, the song is nicer than the whole game. Scott, tutu, my skin.
Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
Annette told me he's some angry-looking Russian chap.
Why would he give
Okay,
him the
Lane,
photo?
Take off.
You can't tell me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
You don't have. Oh yeah, he's just gonna give him the
I'm
picture.
going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
Why wouldn't he make a copy of the photo? Alright, so this music is largely inappropriate for the dead guy.
I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that.
Alright. This is.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou.
Alright, I'll call it.
Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new visitor.
Would you actually believe that this
I'm
this
from the
voice
insurance
is the
company.
most horrible
I'm
acting
so sorry for your loss.
in this game yet?
Henri, my poor sauvage. He died in his prime.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Well,
All right, so
Your rec.
actually, let's not waste anyone's time with this,
the gallery was Henri's.
cause obviously this she is not gonna tell us anything useful,
Henri was my life.
anything.
How are you coping?
I'm still.
Bijou.
And I'm actually,
Wasn't
it seems
Hector
like
Lane.
she
He's
is
not nice.
hitting on me, and she's been probably hitting on Lane.
I don't know.
That's it.
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure.
There's
Bijou appeared to know nothing.
yes.
I
So
still couldn't
why?
discount Lane. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera's security's owner.
Like, there was no point to this place. It's. I suppose it's gonna be reused later in the game because I still haven't finished the episode yet.
A small, poor creature.
There is a golden eye.
A small.
What? Alright, so in case you haven't understood this, these nude paintings are of Annette. So she doesn't look particularly nice, really. So there is no point.
Night was falling. Annette would have left for the evening. It
Alright,
was
this game basically plays itself. And there is, and I'm surprised to find such lack of point in a dialogue in an adventure game.
The empty mall was lit by bright, the perfect. I want.
Alright, now we have to sneak into the office. So let's try this the way like this game works. Let's try interacting with. So basically there is no point of looking. Let's look at Gerda.
The girder was too high for me to.
So what do? We press the only other interaction in the game. Now we go to the Gerda. Doo-doo, she's got under my skin. Doo-doo. The song was kinda catchy. Alright, now we have to open the electrical
I
box.
popped the lid open. Inside.
Doesn't matter, let's look inside. And this is the puzzle of the century. Like, obviously we have to cut the wire. Let's try cutting this wire.
That was close. The wire was live.
Alright, so we have to turn off the switch. Damn it. I was so lucky. Now let's cut wires. Damn it, I cut wire. Now I have to select the nail clipper again. Oh damn, and now I have to use this wire. How is this a puzzle? Alright.
The room was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing.
Oh my, you know what's gonna happen now? Like we're gonna hit that point in the game where alright, oh that's fun. So I lit and I wanna click the light switch. I can't. So I'll try to lit another match. Let's can't he click the light switch? So it appears that you have to click the light switch after you what the light switch is over here. You
In the corner, just like the one the killer had escaped on.
so we found a scooter. Let's
Oil
look.
had dripped from the scooter onto the floor.
Patch of oil. Oh, I forgot something. We had to open. By the way, the rat is no longer here. So either Annette took the rat and ate it, or someone has been cleaning
In
up.
the drawer was
A single Q-tip. Really. So I wonder, how do we solve this puzzle? You did not take the single Q-tip, you idiot. Please do, yes, please do pick up the item that you found.
it was my lucky day. It hadn't been used.
Why does that matter? So obviously, I'm just gonna dip the Q-tip in the oil, even though I have no idea
I smeared some oil onto the cotton bud.
about which puzzle I'm gonna be solving now, just because. Alright, let's try
There was
to.
a letter jammed in the shredder.
Now this is fun. So there's a
There
letter,
was a letter jammed in the shredder.
and you wanna take it out. So what I would do, I would just pull the letter out, because that seems the most logical reason,
There
isn't
was
it?
a letter.
So if I push this button, I thought it would
The
be.
shredder was jammed.
So actually what I have to do here is I have to make the shredder work so that I would shred the paper so that I can glue it back in.
I smeared the gears with oil.
Yes, and now that you
There was a letter jammed in the shredder.
So tear it. Take the part that's important, you idiot. Alright, obviously now the game doesn't give me an option.
It was time to see what was in the letter.
Alright. Let's rearrange the pieces. Alright, I don't want to bore you with this, guys. I hope I will be able to do it in record speed so that I won't have to edit the video to make this look less annoying. I think I have the hang of it from the last time I played this atrocity. So yes, damn it. I hate being on the clock. Maybe I'll just speed up the video after I'm finished. Am I blind? I think I'm missing. I think because the worst part of this puzzle is that you can put one piece over the other, and then just lose track of those. So you have to be very careful not to do it. Because... Alright, let me just rearrange those that I can... Damn it! Why is this so annoying? Why can't you just... Oh, there was another piece here. So you see this? I did... Can I put you down here? Cool. Alright, so I have... Yes, I think I have one of the parts under some other part. No, I don't. Found it. Yeah. Now everything's gonna go a lot faster. Just... that actually should be to here. Alright, I think I am embarrassing myself that I'm taking this long. Alright, that's the point. This had to be a bit to the side. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much obvious from now. Not here. Here. Mr. Roman Medovsky. Alrighty.
It was the letter, and At first glance. But why was Henri... And why was he pleased to represent him?
So I'm just gonna read
Maybe
this
Medovsky
aloud,
was the
but
owner we've been looking for. It didn't add up. I had a gut feeling. There was something fishy going on.
basically the point of this letter is that Henri is saying to Medovsky that he's proud to represent him.
I grabbed the paperclip.
So that's basically it. We offer very generous, la la la. Obviously we don't get any real clues. Now we have to open the air vent with the scram, because those are the only items that we haven't used yet.
Perfect for the job.
And then we could find something over here.
Now, what are you... Gotcha. Well, would you believe it? It was a gun. And very likely the one that had been used to shoot Henri.
That was very stupid to hide it over here, really.
Aha! So, what have we here? L'Américain, Monsieur Stobart. You will rue the day you crossed my path, because now you are caught in my net like a little red herring.
Inspector, I'm investigating the robbery.
That's actually a
No,
pawn
monsieur.
that he is the red
You
herring.
are
'cause
breaking and entering an
he's
innocent
obviously not.
storeroom.
I found the murder weapon.
Found? No. Planted? Yes.
That was actually
Arrest this man and take him to the station. I shall squeeze you, Monsieur Stobart.
and now we're gonna go into the annoying narration series.
Thanks, Ronnie. I just wish I'd got some better shots of the killer.
Are you kidding? That stuff from the hip, very dramatic. You did good, Nico.
So, what's next?
Get me an interview with the owner, and you've got Sunday's front page.
I'm on it already.
How would she not get a front page with a murder and a painting
Of
stolen?
course. Oh, gotta go.
I thought this was gonna be George.
Monsieur?
Are you Nicole Collard?
Yes, can I help you?
I need to sit down.
He is obviously the polite one. Cool. I like how the doors close themselves.
Would you like a glass of wine?
Yes, those stairs are a nightmare.
Sorry for the random sounds. I would just fix the microphone. I like Nico's apartment though.
That's better.
So, what can I do for you, monsieur?
My name is Tiago Marquez. I saw your report on the robbery. I found your address. I came straight away. I needed to see you.
And why is that?
Because I'm a plot
The
device.
stolen painting, La Malédiction. It belongs to me.
Ronnie had wanted me to interview the owner, and now here he was. Or rather, he was somebody who claimed to be the owner.
Alright. Thankfully, I don't have much to talk about.
So the stolen painting is yours. Tell me more.
La Malédiction belonged to my family in Catalonia in the 30s, before the Civil War.
So what was it doing here in Paris?
The fascists stole it in 1928.
I told you those were the
They killed
Nazis.
my father, but not me.
Oh, the
I
fascists.
escaped.
Those actually might
I
be
have been
different.
looking for it ever since.
Yes.
You
That-
have
that-
to
that-
help me find
That's
it.
why I made the mistake. Those were probably Italian fascists, not the Nazis. Alright, so this game tried to be... Alright, let's offer help.
You've got my attention, but if I'm to help you, I need more to go on.
I
Give me
have
money.
something. This old photograph. It is of me and my family. See the painting above the fireplace?
Yes, It's La Maledictio. The photographs suddenly appear to link the old man to the painting.
It's the old man's not here. That actually could have been some random photo. Like if I showed you a random
took
photo and
the
said that's me
photograph
on
of
it.
that robbery, huh?
I did, yes.
I need to see them.
Why?
Sure, no problem.
Please.
Or here's the thief making off with the painting.
What is that tattoo on his arm?
A blood device.
Looks like a skull and crossbones. Headhunters,
You will find him, and then you will find my painting.
That's
I can
oddly
find
demanding for a
You
person
must,
that's not
my
paying
friend.
me. I mean, you know, really, if you were a thief trying to steal something, wouldn't you, and you had such a recognizable tattoo, wouldn't you just put a longer sleeve shirt?
This shot didn't come out too well.
It's,
Rough.
Alright, this is some random babbling.
of course.
This one was rejected. Georges got in the way. Typical.
Who is the...
Just
Yeah, let's
in front.
talk to George. Alright, so basically we have...
Eh,
There is no point.
Marquez is. I wanted.
Can I think that's...
And while I. Where are you staying?
What? Nowhere. Here, perhaps.
Alright, this guy
I don't want
is
you to
awesome.
stay in my
Like, he is
There was another solution.
offering me his
My neighbor is out of town for a few days.
company.
You could stay there.
That's even
Yeah.
better. Like,
That would be good. Thank you.
you know, if you would
Great. Let's go.
ask your neighbor to look after your house, like water the plants and stuff, would you be happy if she walked,
Adam said
let
that
some
you would
random
leave
bum
this
stay
party
there?
and
Like, this guy came, brought her a random photo and said, yeah, can I stay somewhere for 2 weeks?
My neighbor. Which reminded me, I hadn't watered it.
So yeah, she's looking for a
The
key.
key wasn't there.
The key wasn't there. There is a floor crack. Obviously, we need to use the gum that we haven't scraped off yet, just for this.
Using the sticky chewing gum, I was able to fish out the key.
You're my little genius.
The door was locked.
Really, you make a puzzle out of this, so that. I like it that they've made a separate room for the neighbor's apartment. So I think that this asset is gonna be reused sometime in the game.
This will do.
Glad it's up to standard. I have to go out, monsieur. Ronnie had promised me the front page if I got an interview. And here was a...
So why aren't you taking his
I
interview?
needed to find out who it... Maybe there was...
Oh, there was a whole...
Len was sitting outside the cafe. He looked dazed.
Now, the gruesome part. This
Hello,
guy's
Monsieur
gonna be
Lane.
hitting on me.
Ah,
I was hoping I'd find you here.
always available for a lovely lady such as...
Let's turn on the sexies. Alright, sexies.
Henri's death. It must be so very hard for you.
Yes, I shall miss him deeply. The loss is so hard to endure, even for a man of such inner strength as myself.
What do you know about the owner of La Maledictio?
That was Henri's business.
I
He
like
found
how
the
people in
painting
France
and did the deal with the owner.
have this great
anybody
habit
else
of not
know
knowing
anything
who
about
they're
the owner?
having business with.
Not likely. He kept especially quiet about that one. But he always kept a manifest for every exhibition.
And you haven't looked at it, because you're like the co-owner.
You mentioned a manifest. How would one get a look at that?
One might start in the office. That's where Henri kept most of his paperwork.
I'm writing a follow-up piece.
Ah,
Some
The police have finished in the gallery. We could chat in the office. It's more... I might even be able to rustle up a little bit.
Obviously, we have to go
That
there
sounds great.
and whore ourselves out
We can discuss...
because this game
Suppose you
hasn't
chat
had
with
enough
Lane.
stereotypes yet.
so what?
We'll also have the... We'll also have this annoying hitting guy. Uh, how do you...
After you, my dear.
Alright, oh, but wait, notice that the
The place was heaving with
leaf
germs. Finding what I
thingy
wanted
is not
wouldn't be
open
easy.
anymore, even though I have
As
opened it.
Lane sat down, something stuck out from beneath the cushion. It looked like a folder.
It looked like a
Whatever
dildo.
it was, the police had missed it. I needed to get it.
Alright,
Come,
so...
join me on the couch. I'm ready for you.
Come on, this is such a sleazy
Oh,
moment. I hate this. I just gonna wanna go through it. Cause obviously, you know, at this point I was like, I bet I'll have to spill champagne. Cause that's like such an obvious... It's not even a puzzle anymore. If you have to sit with a guy and spill champagne.
Monsieur...
Hector.
Champagne.
But of course, champagne. Nature's balm in troubled times.
Yes, now I have to take it. And I have to spill it. Cause this is like every other adventure game.
To love. Oh, mon...
Oops.
And
I'll...
who would
In the
keep
folder was
a
list of all the
manifest?
painting. It was. And next to it was the owner's name, Mr. Medovsky. The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for...
Alright, let's get out.
Monsieur Le...
Monsieur...
See how this is like 20 minutes of exposition? There wasn't any game here. There was just like characters. I think oh damn it, don't tell me. Oh damn it. I think the game crashed. Yes. The game crashed. Cool. Do we have a save? Yes we do. Alright. Alright. Let's be very fast with the save, because this is awesome. The game actually crashed. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, clicky, 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 clicky. More clicky. Alright, you're an awesome guy. Take the glass. Spill on his... Alright. Spill on the... Yes. To love, to sexies, to spillage. To play in the same sequence for the second time. Take this. Read about awesome Mr. Medovsky. Now this time I'm not gonna skip anything, cause I'm afraid that that might be what caused
Monsieur
it.
Lane, thanks for everything. But I think I hear my...
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
Alright. 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 A little while later.
And I found
Ha!
out you claimed
It
to
worked.
own La Maladette.
Cool. So, this is gonna be some really needless exposition. We're not gonna learn anything new. I'm gonna
Ronnie, I was. Come in.
You don't even ask who. Relax.
Hi, George.
And in her case, I would
No,
actually
not
lock
at
my
all.
door more often. So, the juror is gonna say that he's been accused of robbery, that nothing's happened, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, he found about Medovsky. A long story later, thanks game.
Annette.
So he's telling the same thing that I've just played through.
We have to be sure.
Now the old geezer
What the?
is gonna walk ever so slowly towards the table.
I cannot.
Alright. The bed is to sleep on the floor. Alright, so he's gonna complain, 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 and show us the photo. And this is actually, I'm gonna ask whether he...
How can we prove this is you as a child?
Yes.
The dates would tie up, George.
What?
Who's...
When
That's...
he'd be
Who's...
my mother, good.
If the paint... But how can I be sure?
I can prove.
Yes.
This
This is the medallion.
Definitely the same medallion. A snake eating its own tail. And that's also on the...
It is
The what?
the Ouroboros. It is a sign of my people, my family, my faith. The Gnostics. Hence they both display the Ouroboros.
I like how the
Whatever.
Gnostics are made into something
Marquez
that obscure, though it
might-
was a pretty popular sect. But alright, they
So,
had
if the
some
painting belongs to
obscure
you-
beliefs that kind of could make the point of the game. So the game's obviously switching from Templars to
I
Gnostics.
wasn't going to leave until I figured out...
Yeah. And to figure out where to go next, we have to call...
Hey, Nico?
yeah.
Yes.
We'll have to talk about the
So
thief.
let's...
Okay.
And she's gonna produce us the Waterloo
need
Motors. She's gonna produce the Waterloo Motors. I'm just trying to fit this into under an hour, you know, because this is not like watching her Google on the iPhone and cannot have this skipped is annoying. Alright, so this sound actually means that I got a new contact, and I did not know what that meant the first time. So this is another thing that I had to look up.
Hi.
How can I...
My name is George...
What's that got to do with us?
Seriously. Seriously. You
The guy
have
we're
a
looking-
one-option dialogue.
Oh, yeah. Well, no.
Alright, so this guy is gonna tell you that he actually remembers. So they called the right shop. There was only... So there was only one shop selling Waterloo Motors things, and they called it that one single shop. Alright. I'm so angry, I'm probably... Yeah, now let's tell that
Nico.
to Nico.
Yes?
Let's tell
So-
her. Let's relay the same
Yeah.
information that we just got.
You said that...
Now let's talk about it too.
Nico,
Yes?
so,
Yes?
what do we know about...
Ronnie?
And... Now that... But what?
We need to talk to this guy.
To do that, we need to find...
Yes. Alright. Alright. So I actually have to ask Waterloo Motors.
Waterloo.
Hi.
What do you want?
The killer... It's
I just went to.
terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. He brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Words to the wise, though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, if there's any help. I mean, that's all I know, mate, sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
See ya.
So we got the street of this guy, and now we're gonna travel to London.
Bingo.
Good. And
How about it?
I thought
Bye.
Who cares about the old guy, really? And
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
why?
this is the place. Here on the right.
Alright, and can we save now? No? Because I really want to stop because I
further.
haven't played this part yet. No. I haven't played this part yet.
So,
Yeah.
Fenoodle?
Yeah. Fanoodle. You remember how to fanoodle, don't you, Nico?
George, how could...
Good. Because I suspect we're gonna need Major League fanoodling in this one.
You got it.
Cool. So let's fanoodle next time. There's really no point to save because that's basically the point where I got. So see you guys next time, and hope this game annoys you as much as it does me. Bye.